Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya Sidegigcrafts. Guys, we're going to make some new cards today. I've got some scraps on my desk. This was an accidental 3D folder. I meant to do the other way. But we're going to use this to make a card. We've got scraps for days. I've got some other cut-offs pieces, some strips. We're going to have some fun. So I've also got some card bases. We're going to start with this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make, I've got two pieces. These are going to be my focal points. These are pieces from my scraps, and I'm not going to use them for anything else. So I cut them so I know what size I'm making. And I am going to start by gluing strips to these papers. Now you can go any which way, any which fashion, any which direction. You can go diagonal, you can go up and down, you can go side by side, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you think that it's beautiful. But I'm going to start because I like side to side. I like the diagonal slant on there. And so I'm going to start with that. And I'm going to just start gluing these down. I'm not going to really pay attention to the papers because I know that they all go together because they all came from the same paper pad, from the same project, and so I know they match. The only thing I want to do is to make sure that I don't have two pieces that are the same next to each other. They can be different thicknesses, however they come apart. So I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today is, as I'm recording this, it's Tuesday night, and I know that I'm going to be at work tomorrow morning and probably at the grocery store after work tomorrow. So I thought, I should probably get to making a video tonight for tomorrow. What? Yes, girlfriend's planning ahead. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can't. I'm actually getting ahead of myself, which is great. It's great. It's great to be able to do that. So, yeah, I thought I'd jump on here. That one is too similar, so I really don't want that one. That one's good. Thought I'd jump on here and get some of these cards done. I need to get some cards done for the holidays and for a swap I'm doing. So why not show you a couple more ways that you can make some beautiful cards? And why not use our scraps while we're doing it? Right? Right. Not that I don't have more of this, because I have more of this paper that I could be making, and we'll make some other cards too, but it's always fun to use these strips. At least I think so. We'll use that one there. Now I could have just tossed these in the trash, but why? I'm making another card out of it. So it has a purpose. And that's fun stuff. Okay, do I have a thicker one there? I could do this one again. I know I just did it, but then I'm going to have that itty bitty tiny corner there. What about, I don't think I want those there. Do I have a little bit thicker one? How about this one? I can put that one on that corner again. We'll just glue that corner. If I put a bigger piece on here, then I won't risk having a tiny one fall off the edge. You guys, I am struggling with my glue today. I don't know what is up, but it is bugging the heck out of me. I just refilled it too, thinking maybe that would help, and it's not helping. I've been using it all kinds today. Let's go ahead and trim this because we can still use some of these pieces. And that's all I really needed this bottom paper for, is to give me the size that I needed so I can keep this straight and even. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these itty bitty pieces that are just, those are pretty much trash. And then what I was thinking I could do is even put something like this down towards the bottom if I just diagonal those. But if I diagonal the whole thing, then I can actually cut it and add it to a card as well. So, there's all kinds of different ways you could do it. Hey, look, a little bit of glue came out. What in the world? And then it stopped. It stopped. I don't understand. Don't understand. Okay. I am not going to put a pin in my bottle every single time I put it down. That just seems like wasted time. All right, there's that one. This one is different, but it works. And I'm going to use it. And it's actually perfect right there. And I'll use the whole strip right there. So that's good. This is from a different, it's actually from a digital. But it matches. You guys, I just had the most incredible, awesome thing happen to me. Not to me, with me, for me. I don't know. It feels like a gift. I have, you guys know I love my bearded dragons. I have one that I brought home when he was just a wee little baby. Tiny little itty bitty thing. He was so tiny, he slept in his plant, his little house plant in his enclosure every night. He would not let me hold him for anything. He would run from me, and it was hard because I was trying to bond with him and stuff, but he would run, and then what would happen is he would get out of my hands and fall. So it was kind of a bad experience every time we tried. And after a while, he just would turn on me like he was going to bite me, and he just didn't want anything to do with me. He would run clear to the other side and not want nothing to do with me. Well, lately I actually moved a chair over by him, and I've been sitting and spending time next to him and just kind of, talking to him, and he would get closer, and he was a little bit more curious, and, he's just, he's got this little cork log thing that he kind of, I don't know if he purposely does that somehow, but it gets rolled against the side of the enclosure where I can reach him. And so I've been kind of petting him on the head and just trying to get him used to my hands and stuff. And he's been, better and better. I think I'm going to stick that one in there too. It's a little bit different. But I noticed yesterday he was actually really paying attention and acting like he wanted me to come over and pay attention to him. And he was on the other side of his enclosure, but he was actually up against the glass watching me. And so I would go over and pet him and let him kind of rest his face against my shirt. And, I thought, maybe we're getting somewhere, maybe. And today I noticed he was doing it again. So I did the same thing. Well, and, I'd spend a few minutes and pet him on the head and talk to him and stuff and then leave. But I noticed this evening he was still doing it. He was in the same spot. And I thought, well, let's try it again. So I did. And I don't know why I decided to do it, but I went to pick him up. And you guys, he let me. What? It's taken me 6 months to pick up that little dude. 6 months of just hoping I could, hoping that one day he would let me do it. And he finally did. And I got to hold him probably for about half an hour. He let me hold him. And I sat down in the chair next to his enclosure. And finally he decided to go back inside. And it went really well. And I'm so excited. I'm hoping that's the beginning of, a lot of trust. That took a lot of trust for him. And honestly, a lot of trust for me, because I didn't know if I was going to get bit. He didn't know if I was going to eat him. And I didn't know if I was going to get bit. We're pretty scary, this big people, for these little animals. And he took a chance and everything went well. And then he went back in his little house and he was a happy little lark. So that was pretty exciting stuff. That made my day. And I'm going to try it again tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably bite my face off tomorrow. But I'm going to try to keep I try to mess with him at least a little bit every day. Like when I go turn on the lights and stuff, I'll pet his head or, you know, see if he'll let me. And he usually lets me do that these days. But this is a first. I know it's probably kind of silly to talk about all. You guys are probably wondering, what the heck? I love my animals, though. They're so much fun. And I love being able to share those things with you guys. I was going to bring, that's Finn. I was going to bring George in to see what he would do in my craft space if he would, and introduce you to him. But believe it or not, I forgot to do it today. So hopefully I'll do that soon so that you guys can see him. He's a sweetheart. You'll like him. He's probably the friendliest right now. Finn loves to be held. He likes to be a center of attention. He is always belly to the glass, hoping I'll pick him up, feed him. In fact, I went in to feed him a little while ago, and he climbed up my dress thinking I had food in my hand. And I'm like, I don't have food in my hand. When he finally realized it, he jumped back down. He's never actually come out of the enclosure like that at me. But it was all for food. You'd think I starved him to death, but I don't. Okay, these guys, I'm going to throw those away. Those are small enough now. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just use this one. Isn't that beautiful? Those were scraps, guys. Those would have ended up in the trash. They're beautiful. And it makes the perfect base for a card to put sentiments on. We could put decorations on it, whatever we want to do. We've got a beautiful card base now. Gorgeous card base. Come on. Come on. What the heck, man? It's pastrami. I was going to say something else. I'm not going to say that word. It's angering me. Very much angering me. I almost said it, didn't I? All right. Come on. There we go. I try to keep this channel family rated. There we go. That's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Look at all those papers on there. It's gorgeous, you guys. Okay, so that one's lifting a little bit. I think I'm going to leave it, though, because I think I can fix that with the decorative stuff. So that's going to actually go on to a card base, which I already have these here. We're just going to glue that there. If the glue will participate. If not, I'm just going to grab my tape because I don't want to play around no more. Had it. I've been making, working on some advent calendars today, and so I've been using glue a lot. So I don't understand what's happening today with my glue. Seriously. I mean, I went and sat in front of the living room. I made enough little boxes for 2 advent calendars. You know how many boxes that is? That's right. 48. 48 boxes, nearly 50 boxes. And that is how I spent a good portion of my afternoon. In front of the TV, doing that. I even ordered pizza. Not pizza, I ordered chicken wings and salad. Okay, so this one, I'm going to, I think I want to go to the side here and use a strip like this, or one of these would be even better. I need the length. This is 5, so I need 4 3/4 here. want to make sure this is straight, and I think I can take it out just a little bit. And then I'm going to use one of the strips of 4 3/4 long for that. Again, these are all just scraps I'm using, just scraps. This will go, oops, a little bit of glue there. We'll actually leave a little space in between. I think that's really pretty right there. Yep, okay. Good grief. Do. That's not really a song, it's me being annoyed. Being annoyed by my glue. Do you guys do that? Do you sing when you get annoyed? Helps me keep from swearing. So back to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's snake feeding day, so that's what I'll be doing most of my day. And I'm hoping that maybe our new snake came in, because I can't wait to see him. He's supposed to be just beautiful. I'm waiting for his arrival. I don't think he's supposed to be there till next week, though. I think I have 15 snakes to feed tomorrow. I'm not certain. Unless we sold some. So I have 12 spaces plus 1 in the back. That's 13. But I have multiples in one of them. So 13, 14, 15. Yep, I should have 15 snakes to feed tomorrow. Unless we sold some while I was off. Okay, so I think that's really pretty too. Don't you think so? So we will put this one on this card base. So I just used the embossed paper on the side, and then the gold foil next to that in a strip. That was just a scrap. So that is card number 2. Now, of course, we can add different things to these, but let's start with the bases, and then we can, you know, we can go back and do all that. So we've got 2 now. What can we do for the third one? Let's see. I've got, didn't I find another base? Didn't I find another base? I did. Did I cut it? I had 2 pieces of paper. Seriously, what did I do with it? Maybe, what did I do? Oh, there it is. Huh. I didn't think I'd used it, so I need this one too to be used up. Well, I do have some more strips. I think they're all mostly the same though. I think they're mostly the same. What if I do something like, we can go up and down with them. Maybe not. Maybe not. I really don't have a lot left, do I? Hang on though, because I have more. I have plenty more. I just didn't have all the strips up here. There's plenty more. Even if I need to cut some. Let's do, oh, this page is got to be closer to the right size. Let's do some strips out of this. We'll just make a few. I don't need very many. Not measuring, just making a few strips. And then, what else we got? What else? I've got plenty of orange. I've got plenty of orange. I don't need this color. Let's try, what else do I have? I've got the whole pad right here. I'm trying to dig around it and find the strips. There we go. And then anything else strike my fancy? Probably. I wish I had more of the plaid, but I think I used all of that up. Oh, here's this one. Yeah, we need that one. Is that 4 3/4? We're just going to go to 5, and then let's see. Get 2 strips that way. I think that's enough. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe. And look at this one's narrower at the top than the bottom. Oh, this could be kind of cool. Let's do it. Let's start gluing these down. What's going to happen is because they're not all straight, it's going to end up kind of diagonal and the pattern's going to turn. I'll show you what I mean. This one's going to go there. See how it's wider at the bottom? So we'll line this one up. And then the next one that we line up on there is going to be slightly different angle than this one. It's not going to be squared up because of the angle of the second one. And that's going to give it its own cool look. In fact, we can even do that on purpose. I'm okay with that blank spot there. I'm all right with that because we're going to do something different with it. So what I think I'm going to do, is I'm going to purposely cut this at another angle. Like that. We'll make it even more drastic. Cool, right? Okay, now let's get something different, like floral. Put that one there. Now my glue's coming out. And then let's do, that's too much the same. Let's go back this way. See how it's kind of turning? There we go. And then, should we do this one? Yeah, we'll do that one. Actually, here, let's do this one. Okay. And then we'll trim this around. And then we need something down here because that's not going to look right. And we could do something perhaps with this. Maybe not. That looks weird. That looks like I'm just patching it up. That I actually like. There's this little spot here, but I think I can patch that or trim it off. Because these two are the same width. So that looks all right. And I think I'll stick this right here. Is that close enough? That's pretty darn close. Okay. There we are. So there's another. But I'd like to put something behind it like we did the other ones. And I'm kind of thinking about, it's too narrow anyway, something pretty from a box here. That's a mighty big piece, but I think it's appropriate. All right, let's just do another one of these. So how big were these ones? These were 4x5. And I'm going to go ahead and cut 2. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cut 1 more because that's the perfect size right there. Except that wasn't straight, so let's make sure. That that's as straight as we can get it. Okay. And I don't have to keep all the strips. Okay. And then this card is not straight either. Oh my goodness. Good grief. All right. That looks so crooked, doesn't it? It is. That's why. It is. It was crooked. Okay. No one will ever know that that matte paper was back there. Except for you guys. Okay, and I do know it looks a little weird with that seam right there, but remember that this is a pieced card and we can still put decorations over it, and that's what I intend to do. So that will distract from that. But today's idea is just making these card backs out of our scraps. Just more card ideas, you know? So there's that one. So we went diagonally, we went up and down, or you could turn them this way. And then I want to do one out of this one. So if this is 4 by 5 is what I said, right? Yep, 4 by 5. So this one needs to be 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Just a slight bit smaller. You can just take your whole piece of beautiful paper, guys. Glue it on there. Done. Done deal. You could put gold paper behind it if you'd like to mat it again, to put something fancy behind it. But when you have these scraps, just do it. Make a beautiful card. It's beautiful. The paper's doing the talking right there. Actually, I'm going to turn this way. I like it better this way. And you could take a strip of this that's long enough and put it on there. You know, you could totally do that. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. What did I say? 4 3/4. Hopefully that's what I said. So I didn't hear you shouting. 4 3/4. We're using these beautiful scraps. In fact, I'll leave a little space right there. Okay, so we've got that one too. And let's put that on a card base. We've got a lot to work with, don't we? Now the glue is flowing. Okay, so this one's going to go this way. Move that up just a little bit. Kind of center it. Got that one. Now we got that one too. Do I have another? I'm sure there's more here. I keep looking at these. Do you remember how I said we could make a card out of these? I can totally do that too. But I don't want to use that one. I want to use that on something else. So let's do 4 3/4 on this one. I think I'm just going to do, I don't want to glue directly because I'm afraid that that's going to mess it up. What was it? 4 3/4. 3 3/4. So this is almost perfect. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this as a second mat on this one because I think these will go very nicely with this color too. Don't you think so? Maybe not. Maybe it's too bright. What do you think? Too much? Actually, I think it's nice. I do like it. Okay. So here's what I'm doing this one. We're going to glue this one down. To this one. There's no exacts, guys. I'm just playing with the scraps. That's it. Just different ideas that, you know, come to me as I'm playing with what I've got. But hopefully it will inspire you to get yours out and create something with yours. And you won't be afraid to play because you shouldn't be. With your scraps. And I think that's a little crooked. Again, it's always crooked. That's why I don't use scissors. All right, and then actually I'm looking at this one too. Nope, that's too small. See, can't use that one. I was going to use this one, so I thought this might be nice. So this one stays as small as the mat, but then this one goes to the, all the way to the top. I like that. And then of course there's going to be some kind of decorative element on there. Let's glue that down. And if I had done better, I would have turned this paper over and used this side to the front because I really like this side much better. This is the textured side. So go that way, and then we'll do this one. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these card makes. Because I will keep going. I have plenty of them to make. But there will come a point in time where it's like, maybe you guys don't want to see these anymore. I don't know. But I'll keep making them. That's going to go there. we've got another. Should I use all my bases? Should I use all the mats? I think I did. All right, you guys, I think that's it for today. I think I'll have to decorate them another time, but because I would turn off my camera and go do some fussy cutting, and not some fussy cutting, but some die cutting and things, and you know, and have to come back, and then it's going to be way too long of a video, and it won't upload and all that stuff. So let me show you what we got. We got one. We've got another. We've got a diagonal. We've got this side by side, and we've got another side by side. So I hope you guys like those. Tell me which one in the comments is your favorite. I can't decide. I think it's this one. I think this one's my favorite with all the papers on it. Let me know which one you like the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cards. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you will get out your crafts, your papers, and your goodies, and just have some fun with it, you guys. I hope you will hit that like and subscribe button and join my YouTube family. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.